Hi everyone, today I'm going to teach you how you can make the best Angwamo. Trust me, you're going to love this recipe. It's very simple, everyone can make it, okay? And guess what? The very first time I tried making Angwamo with my blue band margarine, the original one, there was no going back for me, you guys. So now when I'm making Angwamo, I always make sure I base it up with the blue band margarine. And I want you guys to try it. You'll love it, okay? So I'm going to be using the Blue Band 200 grams sachet. This is the original one. It can be used for cooking, baking, and spreading. So in your saucepan, just add in some of the Blue Band margarine, let it melt, and then add in your onions, okay? I'm going to utolo beef. So make sure the onions is enough. I'm using 4 onions here. So they were not so large, but then it was 4 in quantity. So just slice them up and then pour that into your saucepan and then give this a good mix. At this point, you want to add the tolo beef. Angwamo with tolo beef is optional, but if you want the angwamo to taste so good and very, very flavorful, then make sure you add some of the tolo beef inside it. And do not cook the tolo beef first. You can add it in its raw form because it's going to cook in the stew. At this point, you want to add some chopped peppers. This is not optional. It's compulsory. You guys need to try adding peppers to your angwamo. It's going to be so nice. It gives off some spicy flavor to the angwamo and you love it. Add in your rice and then fry it with the margarine and then the onions. Do not add water immediately. Make sure you fry it a bit for like 2 minutes before you add water to this. This way, you can taste the flavor of the margarine, the flavor of the onions, the flavor of the peppers, and everything in the rice. Now you want to add the water. Make sure you're not adding too much water because you don't want your angwamo to be too soft. Unless you like soft rice, then that's fine. You can add a lot of water. But if you like rice that is not too soft, then make sure your water is a little bit above the rice, just like this. At this point, you want to add some salt to your rice. Make sure you're not adding too much salt because the tolo beef is actually salty, so it adds to the taste. And then the butter or the margarine is also salty a bit. So make sure your salt is not too much. I always use a tablespoon of salt. Cover the rice with some napkin, or you can use tissue paper or a parchment paper and let that steam up and cook well. Whilst that is cooking, you're just going to beat up 3 eggs, add in some onions, some tomatoes. I like tomatoes in my eggs. It gives off some nice flavor. I just love it. And some peppers, whatever you want to add, salt, pepper, whatever you want to add, just throw that in there. And you're going to fry your eggs. Frying your eggs with margarine is so nice. It just gives the eggs some nice taste and I just love it. However, you can just use normal vegetable oil or even coconut oil to fry your egg. It's all up to you. It's all up to how flavorful you want your egg to taste, okay? So just fry it and that's it, you guys. My omelette is ready and I'm just going to take that off and then grind my pepper. Now, I get a lot of questions. How do you grind your pepper? One thing I really know how to make is grinding my pepper. And I didn't just start off grinding pepper like that. I used to grind pepper all the time in my house. My mother, she would just call you, Mommy, but you so that's how I became used to grinding pepper. And it's actually pretty simple. When you're grinding pepper, here's a trick. Add the salt right now before you add the onions and the tomatoes. This way, it makes it taste so good. It just, I don't know, it just makes it taste so good. Honestly, I don't know why. So I'm just going to add in some onions and some tomatoes. Very soon, I'm going to make a detailed recipe on how to get the perfect pepper, because I know people struggle with the taste of pepper. Some of them, when they grind it, it doesn't taste nice. Some of them, when they grind it, it tastes sour, it tastes funny and all that. So I'm going to make a detailed recipe as to how you can grind the perfect pepper and then the quantity you should take for grinding pepper. But here's the trick. Make sure you grind it for it to become seedless, just like this. You can now taste your salt and adjust it if it's not enough, and that's it, guys. Check on your rice, and my braised rice or angwamo is well cooked. Perfect, just how I want it. I don't want it too soft. I don't want it too hard. I just want it to be in the middle. Honey hot, nye peche, nye barry, nye grawa. Say yeah, and it was just tasting so good. So I'm just going to go ahead and serve my angwamo, and that's it, you guys. You can see the tolo beef is well cooked, it's soft, so I don't see the need of cooking the tolo beef on the side before you use for the angwamo, because when you do that, all the flavor goes away. The flavor needs to stay in the rice, so that's the whole point of adding it raw. Now just serve it and enjoy. that's it, guys. Our angwamo is ready, and I'm going to just enjoy this with my family. I know you will do too when you cook yours, okay? Don't forget to send me a review when you try this recipe, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Bye.